We finally outgrew our 1 kVA solar system, and in our life living off grid in Zimbabwe, we knew something had to be done. It was a very cold morning when the team arrived. Job done. We're moving from a 1 kVA system to a full 5 kVA system. That's 6 panels, 48 volt battery setup, and a complete electrical rewiring. So the old system, this is the job that we did. If you can see, you can actually watch the video that I did earlier on showing how we installed the system. This was good. We managed to do our lights, the Wi-Fi, charging devices, and even a small bar fridge. But the moment we want to grow, add appliances, expand rooms, and the work from home properly, this 1 kVA started to feel a bit restrictive. At times we would wake up on an empty battery. So you can't also run the computer at night. You're constantly thinking about what's switched on, where can we switch off. So that metal load alone made us think of upgrading, and that was worth it. Now we chose a 5 kVA system because it gives breathing room. It has more capacity, it has better load handling and future expansion without constantly redesigning the system. In Zimbabwe, you know that solar is no longer optional. It's the infrastructure that we need. And infrastructure should be built with the future in mind. So the first step was to build a reinforcement stand for the additional panel. The stand had to be solid. Panels are a long-term investment. The winds, the storms, years of sun's exposure, theft. So it really mattered that we had a strong foundation for this. So if you are going to use solar and use cheap structures, it will cost you later. Now we installed 6 panels in total. Panel position is critical. The angle, the direction, and the shading, all of it affects the daily yields. But the good thing about these solar panels, they charge on both sides. So that's the beauty. And you know that our climate here in Zimbabwe, you have got very strong sunlight. But all efficiency still depends on the proper setup and precision. So more panels mean more production, but only if they are configured correctly. So we had to do it right. While the welding was happening inside the house, the electrical upgrades were underway. When you increase the system, the wiring must match. Remember, we're using this just one room, but now we had to extend to the other room. If you didn't see the video of our extension of our cottage, please watch the video above. It shows you the whole picture. So now we've got a new tubing this side, it's clean, and we are preparing for the system to handle the load. This is where many people cut corners. They decide, okay, we'll just do the system without proper wiring of the house, or the electrical wiring of the house. It usually doesn't come out nice. So a solar upgrade is not just the outside, it's also the internal infrastructure. We also upgraded to a 48-volt battery system. This is a major shift from the smaller 12-volt that we had. So higher voltage systems are generally more efficient. They reduce current, they reduce heat, and improve overall system performance. Most people focus only on panel count, but battery configurations determines how stable the system feels. And then after the hardware comes the intelligence. This is the system's configuration. This is where the inverter gets programmed to manage charging, load priority, and battery protection. If this step is done poorly, you lose efficiency without even realizing it. So solar, it's not just about buying the solar panels, buying the battery. It's also the inverter that you use and how it is then configured. So this is where all the intelligent energy management comes up. So you want your system to be optimized for your actual usage patterns. This is where the guy we worked with, Anesu, did a wonderful job. Now, the moment that makes the entire process working. The systems online. It's stable, it's quiet, no overload anxiety, no choosing between appliances. With the 5 kVA, daily life feels different. It's not just about electricity, it's about the freedom from uncertainty. You know, we wake up the next day with no electricity. We wouldn't have to think about it anymore. You don't have to work at night because maybe you want to upload a video. You're thinking about, oh, if I put on the computer, it will drain the battery. Not anymore. So if you are considering upgrading your solar system in Zimbabwe, here is what I would recommend. Start with your actual load requirements. Plan for growth, not just for survival. Upgrade wiring along with capacity. Understand your battery voltage configuration and work with technicians who understand system tuning. Scaling solar should feel strategic, not reactive. So if you're wondering what this full upgrade costs, including panels, inverter, the batteries, the welding, the electrical work, I'll break down every dollar in the next video. So make sure you are subscribed. And if you're currently running solar, tell me your setup in the comments. If you're still on 1 kVA like we did, planning something bigger, please let us know.